Find out what's hot and what's not.
We watch your programme every week.
I'm Samantha Mann, and it's good to see you, party pals. Join me and the rest of the CLUBAVISION crew for a show that's hotter than a vindaloo and saucier than a hot dog with extra ketchup. On this week's show, we'll take you from coast to coast as we sample Sugar Shack at the Empire in Middlesbrough, go training with the Sporting Chancers, check the tunes at the top with Club On Magazine's dance chart, and we round the show off with industry at Fusion in Cumbria.
Hi, this is Angel. You're watching CLUBAVISION. We're at the Sugar Shack, and you're in your pyjamas.
In Middlesbrough, which as a musical saw stars like Charlie Chaplin, Ken Dodd and Morecambe & Wise grace the stage. Today the boards are graced by a different breed of stars, DJs and artists from all over the globe as they pay homage to a Friday night that's been running for 7 years. Sugar Shack, let's check it out. Ashley and this is Barry, and they're both promoters here at Sugar Shack. Tell us a bit about the venue.
The venue has been going for 7 years now, and we've just had a little quick revive, and the place is looking good. The place is kicking a little bit, and we're enjoying ourselves, sort of thing, you know. And it's good to see you people up here again.
What about the history of it?
Well, steeped in history, you know, all the Charlie Chaplins and Morecambe & Wises and all the people like that. It could go on forever, but.
So what's the place had done to it in the year 2000?
Well, we did a quick...
Yeah, we shut down after New Year's Eve, and we spent about 3.5 weeks refitting the place, brand new DJ box, full paint job throughout, everything in the building's been done out, and now it looks bang on now.
Tell us what you got planned.
Carl Cox, who hasn't played here before, he'll be playing. Pete's doing his Radio 1 show here. From Jules is also doing his live broadcast, isn't it?
Live broadcast now. There's at least one a month going on. You know, we're just educating the North East slowly, you know. We're one of those super clubs, but we don't shout about it.
We're on a Friday night, which is a difficult night anyway, but it's always been pretty good, and everyone's so friendly and that, you know, and obviously we're 250 miles away from the capital, but we try to make that up with a little bit of hospitality, and a good little friend of mine called Charles, who works with me for a while, he's helps us out a bit, you know.
What's the philosophy behind the night?
Work hard and play hard. No, it's just hospitality. It boils down, give somebody a good time, make the place safe and to enjoy it. You know, it all comes together. If
we have a big night, if we have Oki on somebody or Jules or somebody, they're travelling from Brighton, from Scotland, from all over the place, aren't they? That's London, you know.
Could you name one DJ that's really rocked the place?
I could name half a dozen, but my favourite at the minute is Oki. You know, I love Oki, he's a great guy.
For anyone that hasn't been here before at home, tell us about what they should expect when they walk in through the doors.
Well, I think they'll see the ambience. It's not like your normal little black sweaty underground club. It's an old music hall, and it's beautifully done out, as you can see in there. It's light and it's pleasant, and they're met with a happy smiling crowd, you know, and that's the way it has to be.
Oliver, who's a resident here at Sugar Shack. How you doing, Oliver?
Hi.
As a resident here, you are more than qualified to tell us what the vibe's like.
Vibe's quality on a Friday night. It seriously is. Everyone's up for it every Friday night. The pride of the North, really, all the crowd.
As a resident here, do you have a bit of a following?
I'm starting to get a following. I've only just, I've had about 4 sets already, and I'm suddenly starting to get a big following. It's scary, really.
With the women?
Unfortunately, no, not at the moment. I'm hoping to, though.
Now, you play at this place, obviously because of your ability, but there's a bit of a family connection going on here, isn't there?
Yeah, my dad owns the club. Knives are out already. Yeah.
Does that help?
Well, it does, yeah. Compared to the average Joe public in the street, I've got a better chance of getting a residency than anyone else.
You got your first break, didn't you, with Paul Oakenfold asking you to play in between himself and Dave Ralph. That must be a major experience for you?
Well, it left me gobsmacked in the office when he just turned around and said, well, I want Oliver to play half an hour. I was like, fucking hell, Paul won't fool me. I was well chuffed.
Was you shaking a bit?
I was when I put my first record on. I managed to knock the needle straight across the record, so...
You're still here though, so you must have been alright.
I survived.
So what type of music do you play?
I'm into the deep progressive house, not the trance, because I can't stand that trance sound. I'm into like what Digweed plays, Danny Howells, Dave Seaman, people like that.
So at the moment you only play here, but looking at all the clubs around the UK, is there anywhere that you would love to play?
No, I just want to play here because I love the place, I love the people. I can't think of any other place I'd really want to play.
Maybe Ibiza?
Nah, I love Middlesbrough too much.
I'm from Sugar Shack. Booyaka Shine, the place to be. Shack live and direct in your home.
Whereabouts are you from?
Springwell Village.
Newcastle. Absolutely wicked. Come here nearly every week and it's absolutely spot on. Best place to be. Travel life. All my mates come here. Thing to do. Party all night long.
What about this place? What's this like?
The monkey's nuts.
Loud, proud and kicking, that's what it's like. Awesome, man, you know what I mean? Totally awesome.
I just nearly fell down the stairs before, like, but won the toilet, but that was alright.
Are you on the pool tonight?
No, just a few pints and that. Good lads.
What about you two?
Women, aye.
What are the men like here?
Oh, top toddy.
He's minted, he's loaded.
What's your names?
Gemma, Vicky,
Joe.
Amen. Michael.
it's dead cool.
Hey, what do you think of our arse then?
It's a champion.
Yeah, I got my pants pulled down. You know what I mean? That's like funny, in here, right?
Oh my God! I had my hair tied up all spiky and some lass came up behind us and pulled it out. I'm sorry,
Do you have a fight?
No, I just wondered what was going on. She said it got caught in the sleeve.
How much do you spend when you go out on a night out?
Oh, 50 quid.
Who's your favourite DJ at the moment?
Favourite DJ I'll say at the moment, right, is probably, we've got Lisa Loud, Sed Fontaine, Roger Sanchez, really into my funky tunes at the moment.
Van Dyke's my favourite DJ.
Why?
Because he plays mint tunes.
Angel's very good. Saw her about 7 years ago. She was very good then. Graham Park.
We've got Sunday Central in Leeds, we've got all over the place. Foundation, used to be the Shindig.
Newcastle, Icon, places like that. Tall trees.
Sunday Central's good.
I don't rate tunes by how good they are, I rate tunes how danceable they are.
We just dance. That's funny enough.
Bye!
See ya! This is the Heavenly Angel. How you doing, Angel?
I'm fine, thanks.
You started clubbing at a very early age, in fact an illegal age. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I just, well, I was about 15, 16 when I started going out clubbing in Nottingham. And basically it was just some friends I started hanging out with, and they were sort of like my age, and they were going out to all these clubs, and they were just going, come on. And they got me all dressed up and took me out, and there was no turning back really. So yeah, I did. We used to sort of get fake IDs and that.
Yeah. So is it then when you decided you want to become a DJ?
No, it was quite a long time after that. It wasn't probably till I was about, I don't know, sometime after that when I used to go to the garage in Nottingham where Graham Park was playing, and sort of hearing what he was doing. And then Venus started up in Nottingham about 1989, and I used to work there behind the bar on reception, did everything, you know. And then I used to hear all the visiting DJs come in and playing, and I just thought, oh, I fancy having a go at this. And so some guy showed me how to use his decks, and I had a go, and it was like, oh my God, I'm hooked. And that was it.
Well, you made your DJing debut at Venus, didn't you?
did, yeah.
And New Year's Eve in '91. I mean, that must have been just been thrown completely in the deep end.
Yeah, it was quite a nerve-wracking experience really, because as I say, I sort of like decided I wanted to be a DJ, got these decks and practiced, and I became obsessed, and every night I practiced on these decks, and at the end of about 6 months I produced my first tape, and it was like, here's my tape, and I give it to James Bailey at Venus, and he says, okay then, we'll put you on. Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
So what type of music do you play?
I sort of play funky house music. I'm sort of good rhythms, nice fat bass line, lots of soul, funk influences, really. I like something with a bit of melody.
Cool. Do you adapt your set depending on where you're playing?
Yeah, sometimes I have to. Sometimes it's like the mood's a bit sort of mellower and you can get away with playing some sort of like mellower, funky tunes. Sometimes you can't do that. It's because, you know, it's quite vibrant and you've got to keep that pace up. So, you know, it depends. But within a spectrum of what I do, I can sort of like bend it this way or that way so much. You know, I can't play trance because I don't do that.
Don't do trance.
I can't go that far, but, you know.
Which is your favourite club to play at?
Favourite clubs, I like it here, the Empire. It's a really good club. I love Shindig. That's one of my favourite clubs. It's like Money Pennies and Progress. You know, I like to play anywhere where there's a crowd that like my music, really.
You produce as Angel Heart and DJ Angel. Are you doing anything at the moment?
Yeah, I've currently got an Angel Heart single out on Fuzz Records, which is a Sheffield-based independent label, which is called One Nation, which is sacrilegiously a cover of Funkadelic's '76 classic. And I'm currently working on a new single called I Need You. We're just going to be recording the vocal for that next week. I think I'd like to sort of like develop more as a producer. I've been doing it for quite a while now, but it's quite a difficult craft to learn, you know, and I think I'd definitely like to develop that side of things, and you're constantly learning. You know, you make a track and you think, wow, this is brilliant, this is so good, this is good, everyone's going to go for this, and then, you know, you make something else and you think, oh, actually, that's crap, this is brilliant now, you know, you sort of, all the time you're developing, so I think I'd definitely like to just continue in that direction and hopefully something cool will happen.
Like, tag, share and subscribe.
So this is CLUBAVISION and this is how it's done. This is CLUBAVISION, CLUBAVISION's #1.
Where's a rave, man?